Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone, Correct here. Back with Sonic Saturdays, not back with Ring Racers. That is something that will start coming up upon request from now on, just due to the lack of new content you can really do with it unless I got like an online scene going. It was pretty clear that it wasn't as fun for people to watch me go through the cups again on the higher speeds, especially with the difficulty of Gear 3. And in addition, online against randos doesn't really provide too much interest unless people started joining me for them. Till then it'd be just like going against random people who I don't even know. Anyways, so that's why we decided to start doing something different on this day of the week. We are still doing Sonic Saturdays, but we are doing Classic Sonic today. Because due to people voting in the Discord server, we were like, oh, they want to really see me do the Classic Sonic games. Which is fun because I really don't have any talent for the Classic Sonic games. For me, there are always games where it's like the first 2 or 3 zones can be fun, but then you just hit the one zone that you just hate, and you just are like, why did I even pick this game back up? That being said, I will do my best to get through all 4 games, although I'm still undecided on whether to do CD or 2 after 1. Something to ponder, I suppose, today. 2 more things before I start the stream. I do want to give a shout out to everyone on Discord. You can join the Discord in the link in the About Me, or ask for a link in the chat as well, and I will provide it. In addition, I also do want to thank everyone who subscribed, who followed yesterday. Subscribe. Anyways, we had Nova Wave 0329, Strawberry Artini, and Thunder Chew 100. Thank you all for following. Now then, I will go ahead and link once the linker works. Is this really game number 1? Huh, today I learned. If you click on this link in the chat I just posted, you will be able to see all the achievements available in the game that I am currently playing. Yes, it is game number 1. It surprised me too. Anyways. One thing that'll be interesting is I have not tested out the controls for this game. From the 3-button controller to the 4-button console. Well, 4-button controller to a 3-button console. For example, I didn't realize that I have to push. Alright, where do I go? Let me just tell you right now, I'm not going to get all the achievements today. Hey, Hyper Studios! Due to fan requests, well, server member requests, I'm doing the classic Sonic games right now. Right now the plan is to try and get 1 done per stream. If you look in the chat above you, I posted a link to all of the achievements that this game has to earn. Yeah, as I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the classic Sonic games. I am going to try to get through each of them in 1 stream if I can, with any additional content being, like, reserved. Oh, right. I'd be like, wait a moment. You gotta jump into the ring in this game for the fucking bonus stages. Will I actually be good at the bonus stages? Probably not. Case in point. Yeah. Yeah, don't expect me to get all the emeralds first try on these. Good God. The special stages? Yeah, you gotta kind of fucking tumble your way around to them. I don't know if you noticed, but there are certain things that will change the rotation direction. And no, it's not easy to tell where they are, unless you got all that shit like memorized. But yeah, the requirements for this game, I believe... There. I'm like, wait a moment. You gotta get 50 rings when you clear the stage in order to attempt the special zones. God fucking damn it. Which way do you go for the emeralds? It doesn't fucking tell you. Oh yeah, each game has fucking 3 acts. I forgot about that. But yeah, I've already gotten 2 of the ring achievements, so that's neat. The only other one is one you can get for 200 rings in a stage, which is a pain in the butt. I'll just say that. Oh. Frame drops. Game. Those crunchy frames. Got an achievement there called Pit Stop for getting 4 checkpoints in a single level. What's my favorite Sonic game? Well, I have to admit that I grew up on the 3D games, so I'm more of a fan of like Sonic Adventure 2 and stuff like that. Adventure 2 specifically is my favorite. I did play Generations on the 3DS and Mania on multiple consoles and liked those games alright when it comes to the 2D games. Alright, that's a little clear. What about you? Do you have your favorite Sonic games ready to mention? Alright, achievement unlocked. The floor is lava for reaching Marble Zone. And the quality of the game takes a sharp nosedive, IMO. Yeah, no worries. Take as long as you need. I just figured I'd give you the chance to answer as well. Ah. Ow. Alright, let's push this away. Balance on the floor. Game. There was this really fun 3DS game, but you forget what it was called? Was it a main series Sonic game? Or was it like a spin-off? Oh, you can get squished on that too, huh? Cool. Excuse me one moment. Gotta push the wall. Ow. It was a 3v1 with levels. Are you thinking of Sonic Lost World? Ow. Had like a parkour system and the Deadly Sixes like the enemies. I'm not a fan of that one, but more power to you if you are. Yep. Bounce. Up. Didn't get enough rings to even try it this time. Alrighty. Ow. Push the backs. You've never been a fan of the marble zones? I don't think anyone really is. At least not to my knowledge. I mean, you're free to find someone who proves me wrong, but... yeah, I don't think that's exactly a hot take. Push. Alright, we gotta outrun the lava down here. Ow. May have there better than I should have, but still, ow. Alright. Get the jump there. Not that's really needed. Ow. Yeah, that's the fun thing about my Xbox controller. I don't know if it's an emulator thing or if it's a controller thing, but sometimes the control pad will stick in a direction. So like you saw there, I just kept holding left and lost my shield because of it. And I'm sure that is going to come back and fucking bite me in the ass later. Got a decent amount of points there. I hit that fucker. Not sure what's over on the left, but I really just want to clear these levels as fast as possible. Nope, nothing there. You've always been a Pokemon fan? Where'd I go? Where'd I go? You know, usually the game at least waits until Labyrinth's done before it starts screwing me over, but does anyone want to explain what the hell just happened there? Just so I'm clear on that. But yeah, so gotta start the whole game over. Woo! Well, it's nice to know it's not just me who's confused. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, usually the game at least waits until Labyrinth Zone before it starts screwing me over like that, so it's kind of impressive, honestly. Alright, let's go ahead and try it. But yeah, you see those R's, that's what's rotating it. Thanks for the visual clarity. Really appreciated. There's a 1-up up there. I'm trying to figure out how to get it. I probably won't, but it's worth puzzling. Alright. Another emerald attempt. Fuck. If I want any mobile game suggestions, I mean, I'm not against the idea of mobile games or games that are like multi-platform, for example. Like, I got into Infinity Nikki for a little bit a few months ago. Did I stick with it? No, mostly because I need to get a separate launcher, and that kind of sucked. I mean, I guess I could have used the Epic's Game Store, but who wants to actually use the Epic Game Store for any reason other than getting free shit? No one picks it because it's their first choice. I was playing a good amount of Pokemon TCG Pocket yesterday. That was good fun. I got that new, got one of the new rare arts, so I was trying to build a deck around that, and that was kind of fun. Yeah, the main issue with mobile is just that I don't have a streaming setup for like my microphone and shit. If I could figure out how to stream it to where it didn't look like a walking disaster, I would consider it. Gotta say, I knew there was something in there. And boss time. Oh yes, any suggestions you have would be very appreciated. I have a channel in my Discord server where I let people put in suggestions for games they want to see me stream, and then you can vote yes or no if you think those are good ideas. That's why I'm playing Classic Sonic actually, because it was people suggested those games and I was like, sure, okay. Like, I knew I was going to do miserably in them, but like, I can do them. So this is the zone that kind of screwed me over last time. You deleted Discord because of the DMs you were getting? Like spam and shit? Yeah, I guess you could turn on features to get rid of that, but it's harder if you're a streamer and you want to keep your contacts open. So I can totally understand that. Yeah, I mostly talk to people on Discord or Blue Sky. Haven't had a Twitter in a long while, but... So it's just Blue Sky and Discord for the most part. And Twitch, of course. The game Does Not Commute is a pretty funny game. That is a game I have not heard of before. You would have to educate me on it. Yo, Bat, where are you? No worries, I get the general idea of what you were trying to say there, Hyper. Alright. Unlike last time, I did manage to get an Emerald attempt in this zone. Will it go any better? No, probably not. Oh, I see the Emerald. That's better than last time. Hey. No. It's really hard to explain. Yeah, no worries, I get it. Some games are like that. You just gotta see like a trailer or something to like understand what the game is about. Where the fuck are we going? Fuck! I was so close. I had like 2 of the 4 sides cleared. I did get continue, so thanks for that game. Heaven knows I need it. Probably heard of Brawl Stars? I've heard of Brawl Stars. I remember it being like one of those games where it's like, yeah, it's a cool idea. How did I get hit with that shield on? Was it not equipped yet? But yeah, it's a game I've heard. Haven't really had too much of an interest in just because it didn't look too nice. Looked kind of unpolished. And like it was relying on the crossovers more than the actual quality of the game. I'd be happy to be proven wrong on that sort of thing. Perhaps I rushed that a bit. Alright, I think we're getting near where I died last time. When was the last time you heard or saw what it looked like? It probably would have been maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I don't really hear about it much except for crossover stuff. And even then, that's only for like a couple seconds. I just never liked how they were like, ooh, we have crossover character, but it's just a cosmetic skin of character that already exists and no one cares about because it's a palette for costumes to go on. Game got a remodel. Well, like I said, I'd love to be proven wrong. I just don't know if I would. Points, points, points. Slowly your favorite game? Oh. Glad you like it a lot. Invincibility. Don't mind if I do. Now, it was here I died. Because of some bullshit with these guys. Hey, I tried to slip under you. Sword goes pretty fun too. Afraid I've never heard of Sortigo in my life. Do feel free to educate me. I've just never heard of it. Alright, 10 more rings there. I know those things will crush me if they get all the way back up. Speaking of crushing, hello there. Is there something over here? I was gonna say, you better have a shield or something over here. for luring me into like crushing range. Huh. Alright, what do we got over here? I love waiting in the Sonic games. I almost fell in there. Oh, that's crush. Don't get crushed, Izzo. I keep getting too excited for these areas. It's Marble Garden Zone, so you don't need to be excited. It's not exciting. I will grab the checkpoint though. Especially before crushers. Alright, give this one a moment to pass. A bit closer than I'd like. Almost squished myself in there. Yikes. Oh, hi! Not sure why I went through all that trouble for 3 rings. Man, those animals really just go right into the lava and come out fine, huh? But yeah. If you look under my About Me links on Twitch here, to get an idea of what I've played, you can see my Retroachievements page and my backloggery. Well, I guess Exophase has all my Retroachievements stuff too, but point is, you can check my links to see a lot of the games that I have played or do have in my library currently. Where the fuck are we going, Izzo? Boss fight? Boss fight. I already hit the lava like an idiot. I think I remember this pattern pretty well, though. It's not the fastest, but it's pretty easy. Okay. Hey, I killed you, you idiot. Cheat move. Cheeky's chase is more fun than Sortigo, though. That would be another game I've never heard of. Sortigo or Cheeky's chase. Alright. New zone time. Meow. Who's ready to cope? And by that I mean get crushed under platforms. It's what these things are known for. Big spike balls. Alright, we're climbing up. Gonna say ow. Just wanted to explore if there was something over there. Meow. Just want to grab this. Alright, high score. That's for getting a cumulative score of 100k. Always nice to get something. And then get immediately pushed back. Thank you, Spring. I feel like I've seen this exact same section back in section 1. Because they don't get squished while you're jumping. Because heaven knows if you'd be able to see it coming, you won't. Like, don't get me wrong, controls are fun. But they really didn't know how to make obstacles in this game. The hell of 10-point awards. Meow. Alright, that's Act 2 out of 3 done. Yes, Act was never a problem. It was always Labyrinth Zone. Go with that section. And then again with the climbing. Can I say that? Made me panic just a bit with the crushing. Fucking crushers. Nope, can't reach that. Got the double hit there. Up. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not chancing it this time. Another one of these downward launches. Completely whiffed it. Alright, let's go up. What's up here? Apparently mistimed platforms. Thanks, game. Another checkpoint. I always appreciate them in an area with this many crushes. Right, you're the one who picks up the platform, the blocks. There we go. Wait until he leaves the screen just to make sure I don't get stopped. Or otherwise awkwardly paused. Alright. That's another zone down and the beginning of hell. Labyrinth zone, y'all. Yeah, I don't think getting lost is the problem, game. Making sure to grab air wherever I can. Just like uppercut to the face on them. Oh, what the hell? Get that. Imagine taking things slow in a Sonic game. Every zone in Sonic 1. Alright, let's go up the conveyor belt and see this. Well, that's rude. Literally the first time I'd seen one in that level. I like to think I was doing well until that point. Wouldn't be so bad if these shields provided unlimited air like the one of the shields in Sonic 3 does. Also, hitting no checkpoints was kind of rough there. You're surprised I already made it to Labyrinth? I did die once already on Marble Garden Zone. So take that for what you will. Also, hi Sip, how you doing? But yeah, my first death of the run was up there for that one. Not sure what that did, but I did hit a switch. Bah! Finally hit a checkpoint. Ow. Ow. But yeah, it's not exactly been the smoothest ride, but I have made it. Don't get crushed again, Ozo. Right, the fucking fire. I love putting fire-breathing statues in places where they've never been before. Hup. Don't get on top of those. Ow. I waited, game. And now we're all the way back here. I turned around, game. I do have a continue. But it's like, come on, game. The issue I have with classic Sonic games is just the ability to see ahead of you. It is so hard to feel like it's your fault for stuff when you can't see ahead of you, and when half the stuff that kills you are one-hit kills. Am I bitching? Yeah, probably a little too much. Ow. Yeah, it's really not the optimal way to play a Sonic game in a way that anyone actually enjoys. Which seems to be an issue with a lot of zones in this game specifically, but for me, classic Sonic in general tends to have this problem. They like to preach that you can simply learn the levels and you get rewarded for that. But there's something to be said about like the value of a gamer's intuition and being rewarded for like exploring or trying certain strategies. And I feel like classic Sonic doesn't really do a good job of that. If that makes sense. Ow. I don't know if you saw what happened there, but when I was getting the air bubble, it took me out of the spin dash, so I got hit by the mole. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm waiting for that cork to fucking screw me over. I was waiting for it to like sink down onto my face. Ow. There we go, watch out for the fire. There's no spikes up here, but there is fire guy. Hup. And then here you gotta wait for you get squished there. Here's where I died last time. Game! I mentioned this earlier, but my controller will do that. It'll hold to one side sometimes and just completely fuck with me. Luckily it didn't cost me a life there, but it's like, ugh. Alright, Labyrinth Zone Act 2. Jump. Jump. And it's a shame, because stuff like these little slides are fun. There are good ideas here, in the filth. And there are very rarely games that will take advantage of it. But Sonic 1 is not one of them. I do have a question, if anyone here knows it. Do you know if they changed the time between Sonic going underwater and drowning in most of the games? Did you change internet providers or something this week? I feel like it's been this week specifically. Nothing wrong with that, I'm just curious. Just say, jump too high and I just hit that, which is really fair. Oh. Gotta hit the switch. Game! Slippery, slippery, slippery controls. Yeah, I'm sorry it's been doing that for you. What the fuck? Just came out of the walls at me. Reminder, you can still drown while invincible. 99% sure of that. Oh yeah, I forgot. You need a fucking running start on some of those pillars. Alright, there's two. But we all know the catch is the boss fight. In air quotes, of course. Boss fight. Forgot this map starts with that fucking bullshit. Ow. I love making you run through spikes where you have to charge it up. But in a game without a spin dash. You've got to go? Well, thank you for showing up, Hyper. It's always appreciated having you here. One moment. Begone, bot! Fucking hoe. Ow. I love it when obstacles don't sync up together. Sometimes you just eat shit because the game says so. Like, see there, I had to wind it up. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Good timing, game. Alright, where's the catch on these? Alright, now they go in the opposite way. Slow. Steady. Shield. First try? First try? First try! First try on Labyrinth 3. Hell yeah. Got it. Surprise. All right. Watch it on TV now? Hey, if it works, it works. But yeah, I beat Labyrinth 3 on my first try, and that really shocks me. Never mind. Thanks, brain. Thanks, me. At least I can repeat the one up here. Hey, if it works better, then whatever works for you, okay? I forgot how many bottomless pits this area had. Like, it's still better than Labyrinth, especially since I have a life here. But, like, come on. Let's try sticking up here. Wow, oh, there's the fans here. I forgot about those. Am I just supposed to keep going left? Ow. Ah. Fucking fireballs. I mean, at least I'm getting the one-ups, but like... Game. Maybe I was just too focused on hating Labyrinth that I forgot Starlight did this. Also because Starlight had a much better version in Mania, unlike Labyrinth Zone. Oh, that's fire. Neum. Emerald attempt? Emerald attempt? Time to fail another emerald attempt? Hype, hype, hype. Fuck! Yeah, I'm always terrible at those, but I think I gotta continue. Which is very nice to have. Yeah, continue. Got it back from losing it in Labyrinth. I'm like, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Alright, these things. Do you like physics? If not, then why the fuck are you playing a Sonic game? Hell yeah. Ring? Rings. Meow. Emerald attempt again? Failed the emerald attempt again? Let's go, let's go. Fuck. I love how you can't tell which way you're going. Maybe someday I'll get an emerald in this game. But I am in Starlight Act 3. So that's kind of cool. Up and around. Zooming. What? Okay. Not really sure what that fan was doing. But yeah, we're almost around the 1 hour mark on this run. It's almost entirely because you're on a hotspot, Sid. Like, I love you, but you know that's why. Made it through that. Wait, what? Oh. Sure. I will take 30 rings and a shield. Ow. Wait, what? How was I supposed to know hitting them from underworked? Alright, this is the boss. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. And that's Starlight Clear. I believe there's only one more zone left. Wasn't expecting to go through the game this quickly. I was expecting more of a hang up on Labyrinth Zone. Scrap Brain. Oh god. Owie. I'll definitely take the shield. But I forgot they do these fucking things. Nope. How did I get up there in time? I mean, it worked. I love falling into pits. Thanks, game. Really was missing that. Game! Just slip around there. Game! Am I really gonna get game over already? Oh. Ow. Zippy zappy. Nope, no caterpillar. Ow! I don't know if you saw that, but when I was trying to line up the jump there, the zap got me. No. Frickin' Red Springs. Thanks for the warning. Man, this is narrow. Now you can see here's where I was. Alright, here's where I died the last few times I played. Alright, that's one zone clear. Well, one act cleared of it, rather. Right, we got these fucking warp tubes. Have fun, Scrap Brain Act 3. Don't remind me. Alright, made through that part. Wait. Because I knew there had to be something up here. And invincibility this late is nice. Hi. Alright, there's Act 2. And as my sibling says, he's so excited. Yeah, it's literally just Labyrinth Zone with a different color. Same enemies, same crystals, same fire-breathing statues. same level of Ozo being super duper fucking worried. No, I don't know if the water drains faster here. Definitely feels like it does, though. Where the fuck was the bubble? Where was it? Where was the bubble? And no, I did not find a checkpoint there. Thank you for asking. There's the checkpoint. Where are all these bubbles on the other path? There we go. Come on. Oop, I saw that. Just want the fucking bubbles. Got it. Give it a moment, then I'll go back to the right. There we go. Here we are. And of course I completely fuck up the first attempt. Ozo, there's a timing to this. Ozo. Oh. Ozo! Ozo! Fuck! I'm so used to being able to dodge that attack with fucking spin dashing in the later game. It's just not fun. Hey, I like boss fights with 0 chances for screw-ups. And 0 variation in attack patterns too. How about that? And untelegraphed emerald locations. There we go. Great job, Ozo. Great job with that extra life you just got. Oh my god. Alright, Act 3. But yeah, it's not even like it's really a hard final boss. It's just not fun to control around. I'm jumping up for the shield game. See, this is the problem I have. Then I start rushing. And then I just start making more and more mistakes. Because this game not having a save system is like probably the worst part about it. Although not comboing on the spikes would be great game. Wait, what? Is there something in here? Like, look, jump, jump. There's something stopping me here. I'm gonna give it one run try, probably. And if the next full run doesn't work, I'll probably stop for the stream. Because me and this game just do not gel well for long periods of time. Don't worry, I'm sure I'm more than willing to bitch about it in the Discord if you ask. Alright, Emerald 1 attempt again. Where am I going, game? Fucking nowhere. Gonna go back this way so I can get the... comboing into Death Spikes combo. My favorite. Yum, yum, yum. I mean, it's not even just the special stages. It just feels like the game in general is not very friendly to its player. And sometimes I wonder if this is like a result of the attitude they had towards the gaming when they were making it. Like, I wonder sometimes if it's like, oh, this game's kind of rude to you sometimes because it's like, oh, Mario had to be the friendly game that held your hand all the time and did everything for you. Ah! And Sonic was like, oh no, we're edgy and cool. We're gonna dick you over sometimes and you're gonna like it because it's not a baby game. And I wonder if that just kind of seeped into the game design philosophy at some point. And again, it could just be me taking out my personal gripes on the game. I would be just as willing to accept either theory right now. I didn't even lose my shield, I just went through them. Alright, I'm going to stop there, because any longer, and I'm going to fucking punch my monitor or some shit. Probably not, I'm not the person who actually commits physical violence when I get upset. But regardless, I'm definitely playing Tilted, and you can tell that because I've not gotten past the first zone in 2 attempts. I do have Sonic 2 downloaded for, and Sonic CD downloaded for when I beat Sonic 1, so that is something to keep in mind. If there's nothing else though, did I get hit in the spikes to back? That did happen a couple times, yes. The last time though, I still had my shield on when I died. I fell into a gap between the spikes, I think. If I had to guess. But yeah, I'm gonna rate the same person I did yesterday because they're playing Mario Wonder, and I need something that is the opposite of Sonic right now. I mean, no offense taken, but it's literally just me and you here right now, and I'm getting tilted as fuck, and that's not going to make for good content. It's just going to lead to me dying earlier than I should again, like you saw just now. Anyways, this has been OzoCrate. I'll see you again next week for more attempts at this stupid fucking game. And I will see you tomorrow for Mario Bong, a game I actually can enjoy.